Good afternoon and welcome to Nellis Hall here on the campus of Coffeyville Community College for this doubleheader showdown between the Garden City Broncbusters and the Coffeyville Community College Lady Ravens. I'm Shane Neal, Chris Freund alongside with me. Chris, good to be back at Nellis Hall, of course, after the winter break, and the Ravens, after a tough game against the Barton Cougars, eager to get back here, eager to get back in the win column.
Yeah, you know for a fact that they are itching, they're raring to go, because I'm sure that loss left a bitter taste in their mouth from this past couple days ago.
No doubt it did, and we have starting lineups, and this Garden team, very talented. We should have a good one in store for you here this afternoon. Let's take a quick 60-second break. When we come back, our conversation with Coach Turner as we get ready for tip-off here from Nellis Hall. We'll be back in 60 seconds with Coach Turner on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Stephanie Bean with Medical Lodges is proud to supply that tender care in Coffeyville. Skilled nursing services, rehabilitation, adult daycare, and much more are all offered. Visit medicallodges.com or stop by 2921 West 1st in Coffeyville and learn more. Medical Lodges Coffeyville, where they serve and enhance the lives of others with caring hands.
This is Community State Bank at work. This is Community State Bank at work in our community. From kids' activities to school programs to funding home and business loans, every day Community State Bank is at work in our neighborhood. Whether you bank at Community State Bank or not, they're working for you every day. Community State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'm Mike Avey, and at Community State Bank, we believe in Coffeyville.
Coach, you know, something that I really kind of thought about on the drive up here today was really most of our conversations that we've had here on this show this year have been in a pretty good mood. I mean, your team's either usually playing pretty well, or even on the even on the games you were that you dropped this year, you were saying, you know, love how the team competed, love how the team never quit, and that NEO comeback on the road, and you're saying how you're gonna obviously learn from that Butler game and be more prepared for the second matchup. So I was curious when we came in here tonight how your feelings would be after a game where I think it's safe to say it was your worst offensive game of the year. And, you know, there were some goods to take away, but there were also probably more bads than maybe in any other game this year. So overall, with your team here 2 days, or, you know, I should say a day and a half away from playing Garden City, how do you feel about this group, and how much trust do you have in their ability to bounce back?
I try to be as positive as I can be, and I don't, like you said, I don't like to lose, but the things that happened in the game yesterday, I think they can be fixed, and it was really the first time this year that we sat down and watched the whole game and watched the effort, watched whatever, and we had everybody's eyes, and everybody was paying attention and understanding just how important it is to play hard, how important it is to practice hard, and as long as if we can get to that understanding of it. I don't know, when you have success, people, this generation just don't understand, like, do you know how to handle it? And now they're kind of seeing, like, no, it's real and serious that Coach Turner and his staff are talking about come to practice working hard, come and pushing yourself, challenge each other, fight through the pain, and I just think that this team is gonna bounce back and come back and be strong and finish strong.
Well, and I really think that's a great point that you just made, because I think that's, this is the time of the year where maybe some players that, even some of your sophomores that haven't been ranked to start a year before, haven't been picked as a top 3 team in the league before. All these players on in your group have had experiences this year that they've probably never had before in their basketball career. And I think this is the part of the season where, we heard from your team, we heard from Tatana, Kylie, Bailey, some of your key players that, they were thinking about coming up just short last year and thinking about getting back to the region semis and finishing the job this year, and how they were going, how they were hungry and they were motivated to finish the job. And I think last night in the game against Butler, maybe some of those wake-up calls where you realize, well, we're not the only team that's hungry and wants it. The Barton Cougars also want it and have enough talent to get it done. The Butler Grizzlies want it and have the talent to get it done. So I think this is the part of the season where you realize, we thought we were working hard, but maybe Barton wanted it a little more than us this week, and I think that for a group of athletes as competitive and as talented as your group, I think that could really drive them to be like, we clearly got more work to do, and we clearly got to up the ante a little bit and want it a little bit more than we do right now.
Oh no, Barton definitely. When we went back and watched every ounce of every second of that game, it was totally understood that Barton wanted that game more than us. They went to the national tournament last year. They just got that little. They want to get back there. They understand what it takes to get back there. What I want to say about our kids we lost from last year, the Jordan, the Kennedy, Cheyenne, and Mackenzie. Those kids all understood. They were great leaders. They knew how to practice hard. They pushed those freshmen to help them get better. And this team is still kind of searching for that kid that wants to do all the dirty work. The Jordan Connors. You hear me say all the time, well, I need a Jordan. I need a Jordan. I need a Cheyenne. I need a Kennedy. Somebody that's going to be that glue to keep us together and battle. And so I thought yesterday, I know it's not our first loss, but it was more of a wake-up call. It was a wake-up call for us that, no, we're good now. Let's go. So.
And I think that speaks volumes to not just, your expectations of this team, but also, the community's expectations of this team and the conference's expectations of this team. This was, the first game for every team in the league in a month, and going on the road to play a Barton team is one of the toughest draws you can have for your first game in a month. And we're sitting here and talking about how it was a disappointing result, and I think there's a lot of teams in this league that would say, of course we wanted to win that game, but going on the road to Barton is a tough game and we'll learn from it. And we're sitting here saying, no, you gotta want it more. You gotta do the dirty work. We're at the point of the year now where there's less days to fix things than there were maybe in November. And I think we're sitting here now, and it's if you don't go into a game with a Butler or a Barton and things are fixed, you're going to find yourselves on the wrong end of the game.
No question. I tell them it's going to be a long season. Just if you don't have that sense of urgency, that sense of, the message of our film session today was, you got to love each other, man. We got to love playing for each other. You got to love and know that my teammate has my back. My coaches have my back. You got to trust our coaching staff. Trust what's going on, and we still got a couple players that if they don't go in the game when they think they should, they kind of get that little attitude and make it about them. And I said, no, we got to shake all that and make it about us and trust the coaches. There's a reason why we're subbing at this time and not that time, and a reason why we're subbing this player and not you, or whatever. And it's not a personal thing. It's just about the chemistry, the game plan, or what we think. And I know my coaches, we film every one of our practices, and I go back and watch practice, and every day I watch it. People, believe it or not, I get my recliner, I turn that laptop on, put my little earpiece in, and I watch practice just to see if there's something I missed. What can I do to help us get better? And so once this team starts trusting, and that's in that they're not, I don't want to paint a bad picture, but once we get all in, and that's all 14 of them, all in, it'll be tough.
Well, and it's so hard to, it's so hard for me to sit here and say, I guess I should say it's easier said than done. But with these 18, 19-year-old kids to block out the noise. But I think, watching a lot of, these sports documentaries and these championship teams talking about, what separated them and what kind of clicked for them is they always talk about, we just hit a point of the season where nobody outside of this locker room mattered, and
right.
Whether it was fans, whether it was the media, whether it was other teams, we didn't listen to it. It's just about the people in this locker room. It's just about these coaches, these players. The Washington Huskies are playing for a national championship on Monday, and their quarterback, Michael Penix, said that back in July and August when they were in fall camp, he said, we're going to go out there and we're going to win the national championship. And I think if you heard him say that in August, nobody in America would have believed him, and now they're playing for a national championship on Monday. So it really goes to show you that, like you said, if everyone buys in, if everyone kind of tunes out that outside noise, it's all about the people in this locker room. It's all about the people, these 14 people on this team. I think obviously we've talked about it. This team has the talent to not in this league, but beat a whole lot of teams across the country.
Oh, no question. And I even emphasize, we have a number behind us. We're ranked. We've been up and down the rankings, and it's Coffeyville. People want to beat Coffeyville. Coffeyville has this era. People want to beat Coffee. So we're going to get everybody's best shot every single night. And I just want our team to understand. We got to have that mindset to go out and battle, outwork everybody, and just be that team that, like, man, that's Coffeyville. They play hard. They play together.
And it just feels like, I'm talking football because it's the national championship in college football and it's about to be the playoffs in the NFL, but it just feels like across a lot of sports that at the end of the day, the willing to get dirty and gritty team always seems to beat the team with the talent, doesn't it?
The hard-working team.
I was going to say, it always seems like the team that's willing to dive for the loose ball, jump on the fumble, what may have you, go for the diving catch in the outfield. I mean, the teams that are willing to put that extra little 5% in, that's what wins it. And I think that this team definitely obviously capable of that. But this is the part of the season where, this team has plenty of talent, but every team in this league has plenty of talent. Now it's about who's willing to want it the most.
Who wants it the most? And that's going to be that question of that film session when we walked out. Who wants it the most? And, I keep, Coach Cam played for me, and Coach Sierra's been around me for 5 years, and I keep saying, I don't want to go back to who I used to be, that monster. And, everybody see me, they got to walk around on eggshells, and
hey, Coach,
I want us to be tough. I want us to make it more self mindset, and then instead of me just kind of coming in being that bear, and I don't like being that bear. I'm getting a little older and I want to kind of enjoy it, and but those teams I used to have were really tough, and I just go back a lot, maybe because every team represents their head coach, and maybe because I think I'm getting a little bit too soft. I got to get a little tougher to get us a little tougher to go ahead and win this thing.
Well, Coach, we'll talk a little bit more in depth about Garden before the game on Saturday. But shifting ahead here as we put a bow on this show to the Broncbusters, two of the better scorers in this league. Plenty of them that's in the top half of this conference that obviously you're going to be paying attention to here, and then these teams kind of find out where they're going to sit at the end of this. Now, what do you see from them initially? And obviously being back at Nellis Hall, huge to get back on track. And how do you do that?
They have a great coach that's got a lot of success. And, I'll be honest, I haven't watched them much. Just, there is no disrespect to them. I watched our Barton game, watched our Seward game, just trying to see what they see, what I can see, what can I do to help us be better. Tonight when I get home, I'll definitely watch Garden City and probably watch 3 or 4 games tonight and try to get prepared for them. And but no, they do have some very talented players. They do run some good stuff. Just from the probably hour I have watched them, but no, we'll have to play tomorrow. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a dogfight Saturday.
You may not believe it if you've listened to the last half hour of this show, but the Lady Ravens are still 10-3 and in the top 4 of this conference. So obviously some stuff to learn from last night's game, but this team's still a really good basketball team in a really good position to chase a championship, and we'll see if they can bounce back against Garden City on Saturday. But Coach, as always, appreciate the time, and we can't wait for the game against Garden on Saturday.
Well, thank you, Shay, and I can promise you we will bounce back. I'll promise you on that. We're going to battle.
You have a choice on where to go and who you want to be. Here at Coffeyville Community College, you can be you. We can make you workforce ready at one of our technical campuses, be a student athlete, join an honors program or an activity, have a voice with student government, and be involved with student life events. Our school believes in our red and white traditions, providing you with a quality education and preparing you for the next journey in life. Once you experience our campus, you know you've made the right choice. Let us help you make our story your story and become Raven proud.
Back here at Nellis Hall as we get ready for this matchup between the Lady Ravens and the Garden City Broncbusters. I'm Shane Neal, Chris Freund alongside with me. And Chris, before we get to starting lineups very quickly, our keys to the game this afternoon. Number 1, promise a bounce back. Tony Turner said on the coaches show this week, he promises this team will bounce back. This afternoon, a great opportunity to do it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, a loss always leaves kind of a bitter taste in your mouth, but when you come back after a break, you kind of get reestablished, get restarted, and yeah, it's a great way to bounce back.
Number 2, effort plays, and of course we talked about it. This is the point of the season, Chris, where the team that wins is the team that wants it more. And the Lady Ravens got to go into every game wanting it more than the team on the other side of the floor.
I don't want to say that it is, and it comes down to every single possession, but you got to make a difference on every single possession, and you got to want it, and I think this team does.
And number 3, altogether, 14 players on this team, 14 talented players on this team, but everybody in this league has talented players. If this team buys in and really tunes out that outside noise and focuses on what they can control, I think they can win a conference championship.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Nothing but noise. Outside is noise. Outside does not help. You got to do what you can to come together, help each other, help yourself, and come away with a win tonight. You got to get restarted tonight.
Starting lineups for both teams. First for the visiting Broncbusters, 10-3 on the season. Starting at guard, a 5'6 freshman, number 1, Soraya Conley. Starting at guard, a 5'6 freshman, number 10, Sierra Dreesen. Starting at wing, a 5'9 freshman, number 11, Antonesia Moultrie. Starting at guard, a 5'5 sophomore, number 23, Stevie Yancey. And starting at forward, a 6'2 freshman, number 3, Ana Ramos P. For the Ravens, it is number 2, Tatana Woods Blackout, number 3, Kylie Ortiz, number 13, Bailey Lehman, number 14, Ivy Fox, and number 25, J. Maya Lyons. One more time, that's Woods Blackout, Ortiz, Lehman, Fox, and Lyons. And Chris, big day for J. Maya going up against her former team in Garden City.
She doesn't need that extra spark, but if there is an extra spark, you kind of might know where that comes from. Wanting to do well against that former team, that's for
Garden
sure.
City in the brown jerseys with the gold trim. Red Ravens in the white. With the red trim, it will be Lions. It will be Ramos P. as we get ready to roll on a Saturday afternoon in the Jayhawk. So happy you're with us here on US 98, the Red Raven Sports Network. Big thanks to all of our sponsors. And we are ready to roll. Red Ravens look to get back in the win column. Lions wins the tip. Red Ravens with the first possession of the day. Woods Blackout crosses half court, hands off to Ivy Fox. Fox looking for Lehman on the right wing. Lehman trying to get a pass down low. That's deflected by Ramos P. It will stay with the Ravens, and already 12 seconds into the game, Greg Franklin not a fan of that call. Greg Franklin in his first year at Garden City, Chris, but this is an accomplished winning coach. Spent a decade in Chipola and won the national championship back in 2015. Inbounds pass goes to Kylie Ortiz. 15 to shoot here for the Lady Ravens. Ortiz working left, guarded by Yancey. And now Tatana with it. 8 to shoot. Zone look here for Garden City. Kylie working to the middle. Kylie at the right elbow. Hands off Lehman. Good look for 3. Bailey left it short. And the Ravens can't score on their opening possession.
Not a bad look, just a little short.
Coast to coast is Dreesen, and it rims out. Rebound taken by Tatana. So both teams come up empty on their first possession of the day.
We'll be mentioning Dreesen's name a lot today.
Third in the conference in scoring behind 2 players maybe you've heard of, Princess Anderson and Freddie Wallace.
I think I know them.
Bailey Lehman, cross-court pass to Kylie Ortiz. Ortiz with it now, works her way to the middle, trying to get it to Lyons. A lot of contact, no foul, that's a turnover. And Ramos P. has a big job in front of her today, Chris. Not a lot of size on this Garden City team. Very small team with only 8 active players. And Ramos P. is going to have to guard Fox and Lyons a whole lot today and stay out of foul trouble.
That could be a tall order.
Inbounds, an interior pass to P. and now the fake 3 there by Conley. They work it to the corner. That is Moultrie for 3. It's good. Garden City on the board first with a 3 from Antonesia Moultrie. And that inbounds pass, a bad one, and a turnover. And that's a play that you just can't have happen here, and one of those sloppy plays that we talk about that we're far enough into the season now that those plays just can't happen if you're going to be a contender in this league.
Yeah, I was shocked to kind of see that happen.
Ramos P. in a lot of trouble and able to work it back up top to Yancey. 3-0 Broncbusters early in this one. 8:28 to go, first quarter. That one deflected by Ortiz, ends up with Dreesen. 15 to shoot here. They get it to Ramos P. on the right wing. They get it to Yancey for 3. That is short. And the rebound cleared up by Garden City. Broncbusters have come out looking strong, and now Yancey fires again. Left that one short. And that one deflected. Lions able to get it, but Ramos P. deflected it and got a steal. Garden City trying to make a statement here early on the road. They lead at 3-0, and now we'll have a third opportunity on this possession. And the fake shot there by Conley. They try to get it inside to Ramos P. That's taken away by Lions. J. Maya stood her ground and able to get the steal. Now can the Raven offense get going here this afternoon? Lehman gets it to Fox. Fox hands off to Kylie, and that's going to be a foul. And they'll call that down low. See who that's on. It's going to be on Dreesen. Their top scorer picks up her first foul of the afternoon.
Her first personal foul. First team
Garden City comes into this one 10-3 on the season, 5-3 in conference play. Coffeyville 10-3 as well. And there's a score for Ivy Fox. Ravens a half game ahead of the Broncbusters, though, at 5-2 in Jayhawk conference play.
That was a nice inbound to Fox and a nice little jump shot, basically from the free throw line, just a little inside.
7:22 to go first quarter. 3-2 Garden City. They set up Yancey for three. That is off. Rebound Lions. And Yancey got a good look there. She's now 0 of 3 from downtown early in this one. Not their most efficient three-point shooter, but she definitely takes the most out of anybody on the team. Fox trying to get it down low to Lions. Lions gets positioning, lays it in. Back-to-back scores for the Ravens. They take their first lead of the afternoon, 4-3. And it's the two post players, 2 for Fox, 2 for Lions.
You got to take advantage of your size advantage in this game.
And Tony Turner's philosophy, Chris, no secret. Inside out. Get the post players going. That'll open up the shooters.
No doubt.
Conley looking for a pass. This is Dreesen at the top of the key. They get it down low to Ramos Pires. Ramos Pires goes at Lions. Nice spin move and lays it up and in. Nice move by the freshman and gives Garden City the lead right back. Tatana with the crossover. Got a step. Tatana the drive. The kick to Kylie. Ravens down by a point. About 4 minutes into this one. Bailey Lehman gets a handoff. Cut off by Soraya Conley. They now work it to Kylie Ortiz. 12 to shoot. Lions with it on the left elbow. Hands off Ortiz. Takes the three. Kylie got it. Kylie Ortiz, the first three of the afternoon for the Ravens. And number 3, when she's open, I'd bet on that.
Yeah, no doubt about that. That's a safe bet.
This is Sierra Dreesen. Still has yet to score this afternoon. Garden City down by 2 early in this one. Conley works it to Yancey. Yancey 0 of 3 from downtown early in this one. Conley now to Dreesen. Dreesen hands it off. Yancey. Yancey fakes the shot. And now works it to Dreesen. 2 to shoot. You got to throw it up. She does. Very tough shot and airballed it. Great defense there by the Ravens. Greg Franklin not happy with his team's situational awareness on that possession.
Yeah, I'm surprised nobody really took a look at the shot clock until 2 seconds to go and realized, oh, we got to do something.
And you know,
yeah, it didn't work.
Credit to Ivy Fox there, who had to go behind the drums there to find the ball. So
I was waiting for a drum solo myself.
Yeah, I was hoping she'd, do a little rim shot on her way back up.
Yeah. Thank you.
Handoff Lehman. Ravens lead at 7-5. And Lehman, a lot of pressure there. Will stay with Coffeyville. Now Tony Turner not happy. So both coaches have had their share of frustration early in this one as both teams look to get going. They know, both of these coaches know how important a matchup like this is, Chris.
Oh, no doubt about it.
2 teams in the top 6, and that's going to be a foul against Yancey. Her first, team second. But, we're at the point of the year, Chris. There's 24 conference games every year, but you only get to see a team twice. And Garden City comes into today 6th. Coffeyville comes in today in 5th. Both of these teams know they need to win these games in order to compete for a championship. So both these coaches, both of these sets of players know how important this one is.
Yeah, tiebreakers could be a big difference at the end of the season.
Tatana gets a screen from Lions with Blackout working right. Handoff Lehman. Lehman sends a deep 3. And a little bit off on that one. Rebound collected by Conley. Halfway through the first quarter, 7-5 Lady Ravens lead. Dreesen sends it for 3 and airballed that one as well. And Dreesen is very upset.
But yeah, somehow her team still had possession.
It's a big risk to scream right in front of an official, but she did not get teed up for it. Kylie hands off to Ivy Fox. Now back to Kylie. Kylie from the parking lot and left that one short. And I normally don't disagree with any Kylie Ortiz shot, Chris, but that one might have been a little bit forced. 7-5 Lady Ravens early in this one. We'll have some subs when we come back. Lady Ravens up by 2. We're back in 60 seconds on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Around the house, Windsor Place at-home care is the perfect solution for you. Their caregivers are prepared to help you with laundry, meals, housekeeping, shopping, and more. These helpful services are so reasonably priced, you can afford to pay for them yourself. In many cases, long-term care insurance or other sources provide assistance with the cost. Home is where the help is. Call Windsor Place at-home care, 800-982-1866.
Make your home more comforting with help from Derailed Commodity. Update your flooring with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture.
Lady Ravens lead it 7-5 with 4:35 to go in the first quarter. I'm Shaniel, Chris Freund alongside with me. And Chris, this offense still waiting to get going fully this afternoon, but I think early on we've seen something we don't normally see. Maybe a couple forced shots from Bailey Lehman and Kylie Ortiz.
Yeah, that is definitely something we don't see. It's interesting to see what CCC is doing against Garden, because Garden almost seems to have chaos kind of written into their team mantra. So you want to do your best about playing your style, but yet running, because they only have 8 players. It's an interesting combination.
Ray Richardson, Natalia Jones in for Tatana Woods Black Owl and J. Maya Lions. 12 to shoot here for the Bronkbusters. Moultrie hands it off. Yancey tries a 3, and that one is off. Yancey still looking for her first 3 of the afternoon, and out of bounds, last touch by Garden.
I mean, wouldn't you say you have to find kind of a good combination of being able to run, but yet you got to play your game as well?
Yeah, well, you don't want to, like you said, completely abandon your style, because Coffeyville likes to play fast as well.
Right.
But you have to play fast but controlled against this Garden team, and that's the key. Ray Richardson behind the back move to clear up some space, hands it off to Bailey Lehman. Lehman looking for a pass. Ravens trying to get their offense set. Lehman on the left wing, driving, kicking. Fox the fake. Fox steps into a jump shot and hit it. 4 points in the first quarter for Ivy Fox, and puts the Ravens up by 4. And all the, it feels like the offense off to a slow start, but, here we are with the Ravens up by 4, and Garden City's top player hasn't scored yet today. So you'll take what you can get if you're the Ravens.
Yeah, definitely.
Moultrie down low, and that's a bad pass and stolen by Ray Richardson. Coffeyville trying to build up a lead early in this one, up ahead to Fox. Fox goes up, lays it in. 6 for Ivy Fox. And the Ravens on a 7-0 run and lead at 11-5 with 3:15 to go in the first quarter.
I think that media timeout came at just the right time for the Ravens.
Coffeyville defense has been strong all year, and that's what's leading them here in this first quarter, and that's going to be a foul against Ivy Fox. A little bit of contact between her and Ramos Pires. Ramos Pires far of holding her own against Coffeyville's bigs and not picking up a foul yet. So the freshman has a very big job, and she's done it well so far. Inbounds pass goes to Ramos Pires. She couldn't control it. Stolen by Lehman. Another turnover by the Bronkbusters. Ravens by 6. Under 3 to go. First quarter, trying to build on this lead. Natalia Jones gets a screen. Hands off Fox. Fox the hot hand. Driving. Finding Jones. Jones goes up, and a travel is called. Good defense down low by Yancey. Able to set the feet and force a shuffle. Red Ravens definitely not clicking at the level we've seen them click at times this season, but have a 6-point lead against the number 6 team in the league. So they have been able to hold their own so far, but obviously Tony Turner looking for more. Yancey now 0 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter, but Moultrie on the glass missed the shot. Another offensive rebound for the Bronkbusters. Dreesen hands off to Yancey. 2:25 to go first quarter. They're going to send Karis Washington to the scorer's table. The drive, the kick, Yancey. Moultrie sends it. She hit the first one. She misses that one. Rebound collected by Fox. Garden City has gone very cold offensively, and the Red Ravens trying to build on this extended slow stretch. Lehman for 3, short, and the rebound cleared out by Yancey. Drive by Yancey, banks it in. And Garden City with a much-needed basket cuts the deficit to 4. Up ahead, Lehman. Lehman will slow it down. Cross-court pass to Richardson. And now Ray will draw up the play. Ray working right, kicks to Fox. Fox has 6 in the first quarter. Attacking, now kicking. Kylie Ortiz with 12 to shoot. Ortiz, pick and roll, now swings it left to Lehman. Lehman trying to get to the baseline. Hand off Fox. Fox the fake. Fox need to get a shot off here. 4 to shoot. Natalia Jones attacking all the way. Missed the shot short. Not a bad look. But the Ravens now with just a 4-point lead. Here comes Garden the other way. Yancey fires again, and that one well off. That has not been a good first quarter for Stevie Yancey on the offensive end. Kylie Ortiz crosses the midline. Minute 7 to go, first quarter. We're going to have some subs for both teams at the next dead ball. Lehman fakes the shot. Fox the attack. Fox has 6, trying to make it 8. Left it short. Lot of contact, no foul call. And Tony Turner wanted a foul call. Moultrie, Yancey, and now they work it back to Soraya Conley, who tried to step into a shot and shuffled the feet. Woods blackout, Washington. Daya in for the Ravens, and in for Garden City is Carly Lang. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick one in the booth as well. We're back in 30 seconds with the Ravens up 4 late first quarter on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
There on the summit awaits the all-new Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl from Taco Mayo. A heaping bowl filled with Mexican favorites and literally erupting with filet mignon. The Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl can be yours if you make it past Chuck Steak Canyon and the deadly sirloin abyss. Filet mignon beckons, my friend, on the meaty, mighty pinnacle of beefdom. The Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl from Taco Mayo. Welcome to Meat Mountain.
As we come back here, Chris, my alma mater.
Today on the road against the number 1 team in the Horizon League, IPFW. We just don't play defense.
Somebody play some defense.
We can score 90 on anyone, but I'll tell you what, we can also let anyone score 90. Welcome to Wright State Raider basketball. It is an experience.
It sounds like an NBA team to me.
It is basically an NBA team. Hey, we might beat the Detroit Pistons.
Hey, you never know. Yeah, anything's possible.
No kidding.
Even the Washington Generals beat the Harlem Globetrotters once.
Well, the Detroit Pistons are not exactly the best basketball team in America right now. Let's just say that.
No, that's for sure.
Tatana back into the game along with Olivia Daya and Karis Washington. Ravens have the basketball leading by 4. It's a pressure defense here from Garden City. Karis. This is a unique defense, Chris. It's almost like a press zone. Natalia Jones, 12 to shoot. They work it around to Daya. Daya attacks, kicks to Jones. Good look for 3. Natalia in and out. And the rebound collected by Soraya Conley. Garden City can hold for the final shot if they choose. Conley decides to attack and miss the shot. Out of bounds. And Red Raven basketball. Now the Ravens get the final shot.
You know, it is interesting, this Garden defense. It's almost like they're playing a lot of pressure in between like the three-point line and the half-court line,
well,
which is very strange.
It's like we talked about, Chris. It's a team that plays chaotic basketball, and it just works for them. Tatana crosses half court, 10 to shoot for the Ravens. They lead it 11-7 here at the end of the first quarter. Tatana crossover move, attacks. Nice move, Tatana finishes at the rim. And that is a vintage Woods blackout play to end the first quarter. Dreesen nearly hit a shot from half court.
Wow.
But after one, the Ravens lead it 13-7. A great attack by Tatana, and Coffeyville up by 6. Even with all the slow starts in that first quarter, Chris, Ravens up by 6, and that was a great final possession for Tatana.
Yeah, you got to love to see that. It's almost vintage Tatana right there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's step away for a quick 30 seconds. Second quarter coming up next on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Then relax. NDB can protect your assets and save you money. They represent numerous insurance companies so that they can help you find the right insurance at the right price for you. NDB at 812 West 11th in Coffeyville. Call Ben Vietz at 620-251-1970 and relax.
Lady Ravens, when you look at the stats, Chris,
Not thought it would be. 1 of 7 from beyond the arc, not great, but they hang in with the rebound battle. They're down in that department, 10-9, but 4 team assists, only 4 turnovers. I'm sure you'd love to have a few less of those, but they shoot 5 of 7 from inside the arc. And I think they're starting to learn, Chris, that the way to attack this pressure zone from Garden City is to get into the paint.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And when you have the size advantage in the paint, you might as well take advantage of it. But goodness gracious, 1 of 10 from 3 for Garden City.
And great start for Ivy Fox. She had 6 points in that first quarter. It will be Garden City basketball here as we start the second. 13-7. Red Ravens lead it. Both of these teams really needing a win here this afternoon. Coffeyville, especially after the defeat to Barton on Wednesday night, wanting to get back in that win column, stay in pace for that conference championship. And this is Carly Lang. Lang looking for a pass guarded by Daya. Now they work it to Yance. Stevie Yancey. And this is Dreesen, who did not score in that first quarter. Nice pass there, though, to Ramos Pires, who now has 4 points this afternoon. Tatana attacking Lang, now hands it off to Karis Washington. Washington had it poked and stolen by Dreesen. Dreesen coming the other way, and Tatana impacted that shot, and it's no good. Foul called down low, and it looks like that'll be against Karis Washington, but great hustle defense there. It is against Karis. Great hustle defense by Tatana Woods Blackow, and now Sierra Dreesen still has not seen a shot go in today.
That's crazy.
The third leading scorer in the Jayhawk Conference. Looked like she was going to have an easy breakaway layup, and Tatana Woods Blackow made her change the shot. She missed it, but now we have Ramos Pires at the free throw line. First one good. Ravens lead at 13-10. One more free throw coming here for the Broncbusters. Ramos Pires has 5 points, the freshman. And make it 6.
Interesting free throw style, but hey, 2 for 2.
True freshman out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. The only player on this team, Chris, above 6'1", and they need her to play some big minutes for this team, and so far today, she's probably been the best player on the floor for Garden City.
Yeah, absolutely. And with only 8 members on the team, a lot of them play extended minutes. Well, they all have to.
Tatana Woods Blackout with the basketball. Ravens by 2. 9:02 to go first half. Olivia Daya working left. Daya looking for a pass. Finds Ray Richardson. 12 to shoot for the Ravens. Richardson to Karis Washington. Washington hands it off to Tatana. Tatana trying to get a head of steam, and now they try to go down low to Jamiah Lyons. Lyons struggles to catch the pass. Now finds Karis, and that one's stolen by Moultrie. Coming the other way, Garden City, and they will tie it up as they start the second quarter on a 6-0 run. Tatana Woods Blackout brings it up. We are now tied at 13. Some sloppy possessions for the Lady Ravens have allowed Garden City to come back in this one. Daya with it, Washington has it. Now working right. Karis attacking. Hands off to Tatana. Jump shot in and out. Rebound Moultrie. And now Garden City will have a chance to take the lead. Coffeyville still has not scored here in the second quarter. Broncbusters have not led since it was 5-4 early in this one. Yancey has struggled with her shot this afternoon, thought about it, but now hands it off. Soraya Conley now to Moultrie, and they work it to Lang in the right wing. Lang looking for a pass. Yancey, now Yancey attacks, throws up a floater. It is in and out. And out of bounds, and it looks like it will stay with Garden. Just has not been Stevie Yancey's first half, Chris. I believe she's now 0 of 8 from the field.
And this is something they're not used to seeing. If I remember, third in the lead in scoring. And goodness gracious, yeah. Cold so far.
Garden City basketball, 7:47 to go as we see Ivy Fox return to the game, as well as Kylie Ortiz-Bailey-Lehman. We are tied at 13 early second quarter. 6-0 run by the Broncbusters so far in quarter number 2. Soraya Conley trying to get a pass down low. It's stolen by Lyons. Raven defense gets a stop. Now can they regain the lead? Tatana Woods Blackout tries to turn on the Jets. Kick to the corner to Kylie. Fakes the 3. Ivy Fox had 6 in the first quarter. Now hands off Ortiz. Well downtown. It's good. Kylie Ortiz, her second triple of the afternoon. And that's what I get for doubting her. I said she had one in the first quarter that I said might have been rushed, but she's like, I can still hit him from the parking lot.
And she pretty much did right there.
Yancey with it on the right wing. Ravens by 3. 7:08 to go first half. And the drive by Dreesen. She draws a foul. That'll be against Tatana Woods Blackout. Tatana wanted to travel, didn't get it. First foul against Tatana. And now Dreesen will go to the free throw line. Dreesen on the season, about 65% at the line. First one is off. Man, just when you're cold, Chris. They say when you're hot, you're hot. When you're cold, you're cold.
Exactly.
First one rimmed out. Second free throw here for Dreesen is short. And Fox able to clear up the rebound. Ravens have numbers as Yancey hit the deck. Lehman's passed it to Tatana. Now they'll slow it down. We go under 7 to go first half. Ravens 16, Garden City 13. Tatana hands it off to Kylie. Kylie gets it down low to Lyons. Lyons trying to attack, spinning left. A lot of contact, no call. Fox able to keep the possession alive. Fox had 6 in the first quarter, takes a jump shot here and hits it. 8 for Ivy Fox, and the Ravens on a 5-0 run to open up a 2-possession lead once again. Ivy Fox, what a first half she's had so far.
Yeah, it's been the opposite effect. She has been hot so far in this game.
And how much better is this Red Raven team when Ivy Fox is on her game?
Yeah, no doubt.
As Dreesen goes up, denied by Tatana. It will stay with Garden, but Sierra Dreesen not having a fun time at Nellis Hall today.
Blocked by the 5-5 Tatana. That's awesome.
Inbounds pass here for Garden. They get it to Yancey. Sends it for 3. It's a good look. It's good. You cannot keep Stevie Yancey off the scoreboard for long, and she gets her first triple of the afternoon. Tatana looking for a pass, in trouble, gets it to Lehman. Lehman guarded by Soraya Conley. Nice quick first step. Lehman, foul is called. And I think Coach McBride and Coach Turner here on the bench thinking finally. There's been a lot of contact in this first half that hasn't been called, but now we'll finally see the Ravens going to the free throw line after the foul against Garden City. That foul called against the freshman Ramos Pires.
And if you're going to the free throw line, this is one of the 3 that you want, if I'm reading the stats correctly.
You are correct. Lehman 82% on the season. First one, nothing but net. Bailey Lehman, big shot Bailey, if you will, the sophomore from Cleveland, Oklahoma. And when this team needs a bucket, it feels like it's always going to number 13. 6 minutes to go first half. Lehman 2 of 2 at the line. Ravens lead it by 4. Crossover move by Conley. Step back jump shot is off. Great defense by Lehman. Ravens with the ball. They lead it by 4. 5:50 to go first half. Tatana works right. Tatana behind the back. Trying to drive on Dreesen. Kylie the fake. Kylie to Fox. Fox has 8. That leads the team. Trying to get it to Lyons down low. Lyons kept the possession alive but couldn't get the pass off to Lehman. Tony Turner, his team up by 4, but I think, Coach Turner feels the same way that I do here, sitting here, where his team really hasn't executed at the level that they need to win this game today, and it almost feels like they're surviving to be up 4 right now.
Yeah, it's really uncharacteristic to see this team playing like they are so far in this game.
And credit to the Garden City defense. This is what they do. That pass deflected by Tatana. Dreesen the fake. Dreesen now will try to take Tatana off the dribble. Puts up the shot. Missed the shot. Rebound Lions. Tatana Woods Blackout. Coffeyville up 4. Trying to go up ahead to Fox. A little bit too long on that pass. Now here comes Yancey. Yancey has 3 points. Hands it off to Dreesen. Dreesen going right at Lehman and draws a foul on the way up. Dreesen missed her 2 shots at the line earlier in this quarter, but she will get a chance to get her first points at the free throw line here as Jordan Snyder will come in for Coffeyville after Lyons picked up the foul. Jordan Snyder's been playing some good minutes lately, Chris. She's gotten more and more playing time. She's been scoring more and more. She's been playing better defense. Tony Turner really has one of the best forward duos in the league in Lyons and Snyder. First free throw from Dreesen is off. She's 0 of 3 at the line now this afternoon.
So what you like to see is just the player developing as the season goes along, and that's definitely what Snyder has done.
And in a close game like this, 4-point game, free throws starting to become a topic of conversation here for Garden. That second one is good to make it a 3-point game, so the Jayhawks' third leading scorer gets her first point of the afternoon, 15 minutes into it. Tatana Woods Black Owl hands off to Ivy Fox. 4:52 to go first half. Ravens lead at 20-17. Kylie to Bailey. Bailey to Fox. Fox gets a step. Fox the drive. Pretty move. Hands off Snyder, and Snyder scores. Ivy Fox is dialed in this afternoon. What a pass.
That was incredible. Incredible pass. Led to an easy bucket, if you will.
Ivy Fox in her element here this Saturday afternoon. Dreesen, Yancey, and the Ravens really have needed a player to step up so far today, and it has been Ivy Fox, without question. Dreesen has it. Bronkbusters down by 5. Soraya Conley. Yancey. Yancey takes a lot of shots. Didn't take that one. Moultrie trying to attack it. Stolen by Kylie. Kylie coming the other way. 2-on-1 for the Ravens. Ortiz, Eurostep, puts it up. Missed the shot. Lehman on the glass. Second try for the Ravens. Bailey swings it to Tatana. Under 4 to go in the first half. Fox backing down. Spin move. Ivy Fox. Aggressive Ivy Fox might be the best forward on the floor today. Ravens by 7, and a big reason why is Ivy Fox.
Doesn't she have 10?
She has 10 and a couple assists.
There you go.
She is accounted for about 70% of this team's offense today. Fox with the steal. Here they come the other way. Fox to Snyder, and Snyder couldn't finish that one. Got in a little bit too deep into the paint. Ravens 24, Garden City 17. Dreesen goes up and scores. That's her first shot from the field. And a timeout taken. Ravens lead at 24-19. 3:23 to go first half. Let's step away for 60 seconds. We'll be right back on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
$1,000 cash allowance for qualified buyers. We have a great selection of Silverados, and 2024 models are showing up daily. Roman Chevrolet will donate $5 to the American Cancer Society for every social media post shared. The goal is to donate $170,000. Test drive a new 2023 Chevy Silverado and check out the huge selection of pre-owned vehicles at Roman Chevrolet, 2313 West Main, Independence, your Silverado City.
When you need to rely on a nursing facility for the care of a loved one, wouldn't it be comforting to know that the owner is providing the care? Owner Stephanie Bean with Medical Lodges is proud to supply that tender care in Coffeyville. Skilled nursing services, rehabilitation, adult daycare, and much more are all offered. Visit medicallodges.com or stop by 2921 West 1st in Coffeyville and learn more. Medical Lodges Coffeyville, where they serve and enhance the lives of others with caring hands.
3:23 to go first half. Ravens lead at 24-19. I'm Shane Hill. Chris Freund alongside with me. And Chris, it's the theme of the first half. It has not been a secret that this is not the best the Ravens have played on offense this year by any means. But I'll tell you who's really stepped up when they've needed a player to step up. Ivy Fox has been sensational today.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 10 points, a couple of assists. Been playing great defense. I mean, what a game for Fox as Garden City plays crazy like a Fox.
Natalia Jones with the basketball. Jones, Snyder, Lehman, Ortiz, Richardson, the five out there for Coffeyville. Kylie will step into it. He has her third of the first half. Nothing but net for Kylie Ortiz. You know, she's probably heard me call Bailey Lehman Big Shot Bailey, and I think she wants me to throw in a Big Shot Kylie because that one was huge.
That was definitely a big one. Kai 3.
Pass here to Yancey. Garden City down by 8. It's the largest lead of the night for Coffeyville, but there's an answer for Yancey, who makes it 27-21. Richardson brings it up. Coffeyville by 6. 2:32 to go first half. Kylie Ortiz swings it to Lehman. Lehman fakes the shot, works her way to the middle. Lehman sends a deep one. Good! Back-to-back triples for the Splash Sisters. Ortiz with one. Lehman with the response. Coffeyville by 9. Yancey. This is Mountry. And trying to get it to Dreesen. They do. Dreesen trying to attack. Throws it up. Got it. And now 5 points for Sierra Dreesen as she started to warm up. Under 2 to go first half. Ravens 30. Garden City 23. The Ravens starting to knock down some outside shots. Lehman. Snyder. Snyder looking for a pass. Gets it to Ortiz. Ortiz has 3 triples in the first half. Trying to free herself up. Can't. Hands it off to Richardson. Now trying to get it to Snyder. Great play by Jordan to keep that possession alive. Lehman attacking. Lehman gets around the first defender. Throws it up. And a foul. And Bailey will go to the free throw line. Lehman had Maya Nieto on her. And quick first step from Lehman and Chris. In about 2 steps, Nieto didn't stand a chance. And that's going to send Bailey Lehman to the free throw line after the foul by Mountry.
That was pretty good creation by Bailey with the shot clock winding down to get to the drive and the line.
And it won't show up on the stat sheet, Chris, but not a great pass to Snyder. Snyder able to track it down, keep the possession alive, and that's why Bailey Lehman's at the free throw line. Great play by Jordan. First one is good from Lehman. Shooters get the roll.
That definitely was a shooter's roll.
That one looks like it was going to pop out, but it popped right back in. Second one here for Lehman. That's nothing but net. 5 straight points for Bailey Lehman. Ravens lead it by 9. 90 seconds to go first half. Dreesen to Yancey. They get it down low to Ramos Pires. Throws it up. Missed the shot. Rebound Ravens. They can go up double digits on this possession. Kylie Ortiz slows it down. Now looks for a pass, and that's jumped by Ramos Pires. Great anticipation. Dreesen. Yancey traveled. Stepped on the baseline, excuse me, but it's a turnover nonetheless.
Either way,
and I
CCC
think,
ball.
I think Tony here, Coach Turner, he's over here frustrated again. I think, something he talked about, Chris, before the Barton game was this team is focusing on details. That's what's going to win them a championship. They're doing some things well today, but the details have been sloppy, and I think he knows when you play a Barton or play a Butler or play a Garden City, details matter. Lehman, the floater in the lane, a little bit strong on that one, no good. Ravens lead it by 9. 50 seconds to go, first half. Yancey hands it off to Dreesen. Dreesen guarded by Ray Richardson. Dreesen trying to free up some space. Yancey, great look for three, and can't get it to go. Rebound, Natalia Jones. Lucky break there for the Ravens. That was a wide open shot. Jones hands it off. Ortiz, slow it down if you're the Ravens here. They hand it off to Lehman. Lehman works left. Bailey will slow it down a little bit. 25 seconds left in the half. Ray Richardson about 8 seconds separating shot clock and game clock. Ivy Fox had a great first half, throws it up, in and out. And now Garden has the final shot if they choose. 12 seconds left in the half. Conley, the drive, throws it up, missed the shot. Ravens the rebound. You've got 7 seconds. Natalia Jones up ahead. Ivy Fox tries to slow it down, spinning, throws it up, got it! Ivy Fox beats the buzzer, and the Red Ravens lead it by 11 at the break. And Chris, I think that just sums up this team's talent. It was a sloppy first half. It wasn't pretty by any means. They made a lot of mistakes, but here they sit against a really good team, up 11 at the break.
And the difference between 9 and 11 is huge going into halftime. I mean, to be up by double digits, knowing that you didn't play your best, and maybe not even close to your best, and still be up by 11, that's a pretty big thing for Coffeyville right now.
It certainly is. 34-23, here at the half. Lady Ravens up by 11. Looking to get back in that win column. Let's step away for 2 minutes. Red Raven Halftime Show presented by Community State Bank. Coming up right after this, we're back in 2 on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
This is Community State Bank at work in our community. From kids' activities to school programs to funding home and business loans, every day Community State Bank is at work in our neighborhood. Whether you bank at Community State Bank or not, they're working for you every day. Community State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'm Mike Avey, and at Community State Bank, we believe in Coffeyville.
You have a choice on where to go and who you want to be. Here at Coffeyville Community College, you can be you. We can make you workforce ready at one of our technical campuses, be a student athlete, join an honors program or an activity, have a voice with student government, and be involved with student life events. Our school believes in our red and white traditions, providing you with a quality education and preparing you for the next journey in life. Once you experience our campus, you know you've made the right choice. Let us help you make our story your story and become Raven proud.
If you could use a little help around the house, Windsor Place At-Home Care is the perfect solution for you. Their caregivers are prepared to help you with laundry, meals, housekeeping, shopping, and more. These helpful services are so reasonably priced, you can afford to pay for them yourself. In many cases, long-term care insurance or other sources provide assistance with the cost. Home is where the help is. Call Windsor Place At-Home Care, 800-982-1866.
Make your home more comforting with help from Derailed Commodity. Update your flooring with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton in Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Halftime here at Nellis Hall with the Lady Ravens leading at 34-20. Chris Freund alongside with me. And Chris, despite the scoreboard right now, it was not a pretty first half for the Ravens, but they get the job done. They have the lead against a good basketball team, and a big reason for that, Ivy Fox has been the best player on the floor today.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the points that we'll go over here in just a minute will definitely prove that. But I'm just looking over kind of team stats, and good grief. Garden is just uncharacteristically not shooting the ball well. I mean,
we expected this game to be a pretty high-scoring game, and so far, like you said, Chris, Garden City only shooting 30% from the floor. Red Ravens have shot the ball better, but there's been some sloppy play on both sides. There's been some, we're at the point of the season. Coach Franklin's won a national championship. Coach Turner's been a coach for a long time. Both of these coaches know that it's not just about playing well. It's about playing near flawlessly if you're going to get a win at this time of the year. And both teams have been nowhere near flawless. But Lady Ravens able to have an 11-point lead at the break.
Absolutely. And going.
Yeah, let's look at first half stats.
Absolutely. Okay, going over the scoring. The two that you would think would be shooting red hot. What did we say? 5 of 18 from the field?
5 of 18 combined.
5 of 18, yeah, 5 of 18 from the field. And, of course, that being led by Yancey with 7, followed by Pierce with 6. Dreesen has 5, followed by Moultrie with 3, Connolly with 2. And good grief, 23 points for Garden City here in the first half, shooting 9 of 30 from the field, so 30% from the field, 17% from three-point range, 2 of 12.
Yeah, and I think something, before we go over the Ravens stats, I think something that really has been impressive to me about both Coach Turner's teams and Coach Herkelman's teams here at Coffeyville is their ability to game plan, Chris. Both of these coaches know who the best players on the other teams are, and they do a really good job. You can't take a star out of a game, but they do a really good job of making other teams' best players uncomfortable, and that's exactly what they've done with Dreesen, who came into today, the 3rd leading scorer in the Jayhawk Conference. She's still got 5 points. She's still going to probably end up with more than 10 this afternoon, but man, has she not had fun.
Yeah, that's for it. They've made it very difficult for her, that's for sure. And of course, the 50% from the free throw line, only 3 of 6. That's not helping. And 8 turnovers. 4 in the first quarter, 4 in the second quarter for Garden. So 8 turnovers and only 4 assists, which is an interesting stat. Garden City, can turn the ball over, can cause turnovers. So the fact that they have as many turnovers to assists in this first half, not good for them. As far as Coffeyville goes, Ivy Fox, it really was the Ivy Fox show in the first half. 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Had 2 great assists that I can remember just offhand. But 12 points for Ivy Fox, followed by 9 for Kylie Ortiz, 7 for Bailey Lehman, and then 2 each for Black Owl, for Lyons, for Snyder. And I tell you what, 48% from the field. 48%, 13 of 27 from 4 for 10 from the 3-point range. Yep. And here's a big one, 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
No doubt about it. I think the overall takeaway is, I think if you clean up the turnovers a little bit, I think if you have a little bit more communication defensively, because let's be real, Garden City, Coffeyville got lucky that Garden City missed some wide open shots.
Yeah, they did.
And if you keep giving them those shots, they're going to start hitting them. So I think better communication on defense, cut down on some turnovers, and, of course, also I think the Ravens just need to have better execution on offense. Right now, they're getting lucky that they're hitting some shots, but it has not been pretty. If they can clean that up, I think they win this game.
Absolutely, and of course, now they're starting to warm up a little bit. That first quarter wasn't a very good scoring-wise, but both teams started to warm up a little bit. So now you're going to have to see that defense to kind of stiffen up just a little bit more, even for Coffeyville, and you're going to have to hope that the 2 main scorers for Garden City continue to not be able to shoot as well as they normally do.
Let's step away for 2 minutes. It's our Community State Bank Red Raven halftime show. When we come back, we'll get you scores around the conference and an update from the Kansas Jayhawks. We're back in 2 minutes on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
What's up, boss? Stats for you? Yeah. That first quarter, fewest amount of points Garden City's scored in a quarter all season long.
Cheddar Jack sour cream and tender filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Savor the juicy filet ole steak bowl stacked with filet mignon and only from Taco Mayo.
That's a wrap.
No, that's a bowl.
Got a car? Maybe a motorcycle or even a boat? Do you rent or own your own home? If you have any of these, call NDB in Coffeyville and then relax. NDB can protect your assets and save you money. They represent numerous insurance companies so that they can help you find the right insurance at the right price for you. NDB at 812 West 11th in Coffeyville. Call Ben Vietz at 620-251-1970 and relax.
Did you deposit that check?
Yes, Donna. I used Community State Bank's mobile deposit.
Mobile deposit? I thought only those big out-of-town banks had that fancy stuff. Are you sure you did it right?
Yes, Donna. I received an alert from Community State Bank telling me it was deposited.
Alert? What did you do now?
No, Donna. It was an alert I signed up for letting me know when a deposit is made. I also signed up for a low balance alert on our account and when our home loan payment is posted.
Wow, that's some pretty fancy stuff from Community State Bank.
Yes, Donna, pretty fancy stuff, but I can still walk right through the door or I can call and talk to a real banker when I want to.
You're so smart for banking at Community State Bank, Ralph. I love you.
Make your life easier with mobile banking from Community State Bank. Member FDIC.
I love you too, Donna.
Red Raven Halftime Show presented by our friends at Community State Bank. I'm Shane Neal, Chris Freund alongside with me. And while we, of course, Community State Bank sponsors the Halftime Show, but we have to thank all of our great sponsors. Big thanks to Medical Lodge, Community State Bank, of course.
Right.
CCC, Windsor Place at Home Care, Derailed Commodity, Taco Mayo, NDB of Coffeyville Regional Medical Center, who just had their first baby of the year, by the way.
Yes, they did.
And Roman Chevrolet, who I don't think has had a baby born at Roman Chevrolet yet this year. But they still do great work, let me tell you.
Yeah, they do. You know who enjoys CCC basketball, both women's and men's, right?
Who's that?
Ralph,
absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, in this one here, Chris, we got some great games going on from around the conference. But let's start off with the Kansas Jayhawks, who are playing over on Greatest Hits 104.1. And this is a good one. We said earlier this morning on Open Line that this TCU team is good and this is going to be a tough test. Well, this is a tough test. Jayhawks lead at 66-65 with 8 minutes to go. TCU giving them everything they can handle this afternoon.
Yeah, so don't tune away from here, but keep tabs on that game, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Other scores around the Big 12 today. Houston all over West Virginia, 82-53. That Houston team is good.
Yeah.
I don't know why the Big 12 decided to bring in another great basketball team to the conference, but here we are. And then Baylor up on Oklahoma State 31-27 at the half. Later on today, we'll see Kansas State take on UCF. We'll see Oklahoma take on Iowa State, Texas and Texas Tech, and Cincinnati and BYU, Chris. In a conference with 14 teams, the top 11 in the Big 12 all have 3 or fewer losses.
That's amazing.
This conference is incredible.
So it's like the SEC of football.
The third worst team in the league, Chris, is 10-3.
Goodness gracious.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's almost as good as the Jayhawk.
Well, I did joke and say that the Jayhawk is the Big 12 of junior college.
You did say that.
I
Absolutely.
did say that.
You did.
Wait, let's get you some scores from around the Jayhawk this afternoon on the women's side. Cloud County up 1 on Pratt at the half, 36-35. Hutchinson all over Northwest Kansas Tech, 48-21 at the break. That Hutch team, what a week for them. They went to El Dorado, played the number 3 team in the nation, Butler, in their building, and beat them 73-54. Hutchinson will be here at Nellis Hall a week from today. But right now, Chris, they look like the team to beat in the Jayhawk.
Yeah, well, that is for sure. I'm looking forward to that game. Don't get me wrong. There's other games before them, but I'm looking forward to that game, that's for sure.
You know who's really heating up on the girls' side of the conference, Chris? The Cali Tigers, led by Anna Persishlak and, of course, Nadak and Bengwe. They're playing some great basketball, and they're playing great again today. They're in Independence, so they're also in Montgomery County, but they're up 36-23 on the Pirates at the half. Coming up later today, we'll see Butler and Colby, Dodge City, Seward County as well on the ladies' side. So, Chris, but as we get ready for the second half of action, we got Kansas State coming up this afternoon. Sports are just aplenty, but what do the Lady Ravens have to do in your eyes to hang on to this halftime lead and get a much-needed 11th win of the season and get a win here at home against a really good Broncbusters team?
You know, they love to do the inside-outside game. Of course they do, and what Garden has done well, they seem to have done well to prevent the passes from going inside so it can come back out. And so if you start getting those threes like has started happening in that second quarter with Big Sean Bailey and with Kai 3, you know, all I'm saying is if they can start or continue to heat up from that three-point range, it'll open up the inside. The way you can kind of work your inside-outside game.
And the Raven defense deserves some credit. That first quarter, least amount of points Garden City scored in a quarter all season, and 23 points in the first half. That's tied for the least amount of points they've scored in a half all season. So the Raven defense balling out. And if the Raven offense can get going, I think they're in pretty good shape here this afternoon. And I'll tell you what, Chris, in case anyone you forgot over the winter break that Kylie Ortiz is a superstar in this conference, she's hit a couple of massive shots in this first half.
Yeah, no doubt. Ever since I'm looking at the camera when I say this for the Red Raven Sports Network, Kylie, remember, Shay was the one who doubted you, and all of a sudden,
Shay doubted one shot.
Okay, one shot.
Come on, man. I don't need the Ortiz family watching this and saying that I'm a Kylie Ortiz hater. That is absolutely not the case.
No, but yeah, the other shots, Vintage Kylie. I love it. And no, I'm just picking on Shea when I say that.
No doubt about it.
But
Let's just say,
shots,
let's just say if I took a shot from the parking lot, it hit the lady guarding the door in the head. So it's a good thing Kylie's taking them and I'm not.
And I'm totally joking when I say that, but yeah, great shot selection. Kind of after that first one, I think it kind of woke her up and said, you know what, I can take better shots, and she can do that, and she definitely, I think she will in the second half as well.
Lady Ravens lead at 34-23 at the half. This has been the Community State Bank Red Raven halftime show. Let's step away for 60 seconds. Second half action coming up next on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Seriously our responsibility of caring for our friends and neighbors. We are your regional healthcare system, caring for Southeast Kansas and Northeast Oklahoma. With comprehensive technology and experienced medical staff, caring medical professionals, and a 24-hour emergency room staffed with emergency medicine physicians. We are people you know and healthcare you trust. For more information, visit our website, crmcinc.org.
It's truck season at Roman Chevrolet. All 2023 Chevy Silverados qualify for 0% interest, no payments for 90 days, and $1,000 cash allowance for qualified buyers. We have a great selection of Silverados, and 2024 models are showing up daily. Roman Chevrolet will donate $5 to the American Cancer Society for every social media post shared. The goal is to donate $170,000. Test drive a new 2023 Chevy Silverado and check out the huge selection of pre-owned vehicles at Roman Chevrolet, 2313 West Main, Independence, your Silverado City.
It'll be Lady Raven basketball as we get ready for second half action here from Nellis Hall. I'm Shane Hill, Chris Freund alongside with me. Coffeyville leads at 34-23 at the break. And you know, Chris, we had a caller call into KGGF this morning and say that this was that the Ravens really needed to win both games of, and so far they're off to a good start.
Yeah, you got to live that double-digit lead here as we start the second half.
Good ball movement here by the Ravens. Lehman for three and left it short. Rebound collected by Dreesen, but that's a good look, and that's a good possession for the Raven offense getting that shot. Spin move by Conley, and she draws a foul and will head to the free throw line. Soraya Conley draws contact. Foul will be called against Titano Woods Blackout. Like I said, Chris, they didn't score on that opening possession, but you saw all five players touch the ball. Quick movement around the perimeter. Bailey Lehman got a wide open shot, and I'll tell you what, if she takes 10 of those, I bet she hits 6 or 7.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
First one here for Conley. On its way, and good. Ravens took an 11-point lead in the half. Big thanks to Ivy Fox, who has played maybe her best half as a Raven this season in the first 20 minutes. 12 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 free throws good there for Soraya Conley. Cuts the deficit to 9. Lady Ravens held Garden City to their lowest point total in a half all season in that first half. We'll see if the defense has 20 more minutes in them. Here's Bailey Lehman. Lehman hands it off to Kylie. Kylie trying to get it down low to Jemiah Lyons. That's a steal by Ramos Pires. Up ahead, Tatana got a hand on it. It will stay with Garden, but good transition defense by the Ravens. What Tatana lacks in size, she has an IQ, Chris. She saw that pass coming before I think the player even passed it. Dreesen attacking Tatana, and is that a travel? Yes, it is. Fox inbounds it to Woods Black Owl. We are a minute into the second half. Ravens lead it by 9. They have not scored yet here in quarter number 3. Tatana pass to Ivy Fox. Fox gets it to Kylie. Kylie guarded closely by Yancey. Now Lehman top of the key, fakes it back to Kylie Ortiz. Ortiz on the right wing. Pressure from the Garden City defense. They get it to Tatana, 10 to shoot. Tatana works left. Woods Black Owl, Lehman with it, 6 to shoot. Bailey attacks, hands off to Lyons. Lyons gets a step, puts up a floater, no good. Fox got a hand on it, kept it alive. Ivy gets the pass inside, goes up, tough shot, left it short. And a battle for the ball, it's taken by Ramos Pires. So Garden City has gotten 3 consecutive stops to start the second half. They try to trim into this deficit, they're still down by 9. Moultrie hands it off to Conley. Conley to Yancey. Yancey gets a step on Kylie Ortiz. Missed the shot. Rebound Ortiz. A missed opportunity there for Garden City. Had a pretty good look. Tatana Woods Black Owl has a little bit of space, hands it off to Fox. Fox had 12 in the first half, missed that one short. And the Ravens have gone 4 consecutive possessions without a basket. Up ahead to Conley, had it blocked by Tatana. Second block of the day for the point guard. Ravens will get it up ahead to Bailey Lehman. Lehman to Ortiz. Ortiz fakes the three. And contact down low. That'll be a foul against Moultrie.
Almost a helicopter-type foul.
That might be a foul in the NFL.
It could be.
Second foul against Moultrie. I think they're trying to get rid of the hip tackle. I think that's what's...
no doubt.
That's a thing that they're trying to get out of sports. Inbounds from Tatana goes to Kylie Ortiz. Ravens on their 5th possession of the second half, still looking for their first score. They lead it by 9. And the pass down low there is turned over. Ivy Fox couldn't get positioning. Pass and up ahead, Dreesen. What's the call? Offensive foul. Dreesen furious, and that's a turnover against the Broncbusters as Tatana Woods Blackout took the hit. She's feeling it as she gets up.
Well, that's the second big hit that she's taken. The one came off of a screen in that first half, and now this one.
Tatana's about as tough as they come, Chris. She's had plenty of moments in her year plus at Coffeyville where she takes a hit or she takes a fall that you really feel like she shouldn't get up from, and she gets up. That's a big screen from Ivy Fox. Tatana all the way. Lehman, good look for three. It is short. Fox cleans up the rebound. Ivy attacking. Ivy plants the feet. Kylie. Ravens with a second chance opportunity. Ortiz missed it. Lions on the glass, couldn't get it. And Yancey pulls down the rebound. Slow start to the third quarter for the Ravens. Carly Lang gets a lot of space, sends it, missed it. Gets her own rebound, but lost the basketball. Very tough 3 minutes for the Raven offense, but Chris, the Broncbusters only have 2 points to cut the deficit.
Yeah, the coldness continues for the Broncbusters.
Fox trying to attack the smaller Carly Lang. Fox trying to back down, goes up, and that's an offensive foul against Fox. So great defense there by Lang. That'll be Fox's second. We'll see Karis Washington come in. Garden City basketball. We are 3 minutes and 20 seconds into the second half, and the Red Ravens have not yet scored a point since the break. They lead at 34-25, though, and it's been one of those afternoons where there's been a lot of mistakes by Coffeyville, but they still find themselves ahead by 9. And that speaks to the talent of this team. Yancey, the drive, throws it up, got it. It's a 7-point game. Stevie Yancey now with 9 points for the Broncbusters. Ravens trying to play with tempo. Natalia Jones trying to go right at Carly Lang, goes inside, draws a foul, and that's going to be the second on Ramos Pires.
She's done so well, though, going up against Coffeyville's post players. So to only have 2 in the third quarter, kudos to her for that.
And this is where you're going to have to start paying attention, though, Chris, because she went through that whole first half without picking up a foul.
True.
She's picked up 2 in this third quarter. If she picks up that third, it becomes an issue.
That does, you're right.
Natalia Jones at the free throw line for the Ravens. First one on its way and good.
There's the first point of the third quarter.
This Coffeyville team's gotten better at the free throw line as the year's gone on. Natalia on the season is about 62% at the stripe. Second one up and good. Looked like an 82% free throw shooter on that one.
Yeah, no doubt.
Ravens by 9. 6:10 to go, third quarter. 36-27, Coffeyville. Pass goes to Yancey. Yancey scored on the last possession for the Broncbusters. They now get it to Moultrie. Moultrie guarded by the freshman Karis Washington. Dreesen looking for some room. Gets it to Yancey. 10 to shoot for the Broncbusters. Kylie poked it from behind. Up ahead to Ortiz. Ortiz attacking Lang. And now slows it down and gets it to J. Maya Lyons. Tatana trying to cut. Kicks it to Karis. Ravens looking for an opening in this Garden City defense. Natalia Jones finds Tatana. Good look for three. It is off. Rebound Karis Washington, who lost it on the way up. It ends up with Natalia Jones. J. Maya Lyons, free throw line jump shot. A little bit strong on that one. Karis Washington kept it alive. Ravens starting to get tenacious on the offensive glass. Here's Ortiz. Ravens trying to go up double digits. Kylie with the basketball. 10 to shoot. Kylie Ortiz guarded closely by Carly Lang. Pass to Tatana. Tatana gets to the baseline. Reverse layup. Good. You get 3 shots. This team's going to find a way to get one to go. And Tatana, for the second time today, attacks the paint and scores.
Yeah, would use the goal basically as kind of a way to get the shot off without any kind of block.
This is Moultrie with it. Ravens 38-27. Each team scored 4 points in the second half. Nice move by Dreesen. Throws it up, missed it, but a foul. And 2 shots coming for Sierra Dreesen, where she's 2 of 4 at the line, or 1 of 4 at the line, today. That'll be on Natalia Jones, her first foul of the day. Media timeout, 4:46 to go, third quarter. Ravens started off very slow in the second half, but have gotten it going. They lead by 11. We're back in 60 seconds on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Comforting to know. With Medical Lodges is proud to supply that tender care in Coffeyville. Skilled nursing services, rehabilitation, adult daycare, and much more are all offered. Visit medicallodges.com or stop by 2921 West 1st in Coffeyville and learn more. Medical Lodges Coffeyville, where they serve and enhance the lives of others with caring hands.
This is Community State Bank at work. This is Community State Bank at work in our community. From kids' activities to school programs to funding home and business loans, every day Community State Bank is at work in our neighborhood. Whether you bank at Community State Bank or not, they're working for you every day. Community State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'm Mike Avey.
Lady Ravens by 11 as we return to Nellis Hall. And Chris across the court, I see over there Jay Herkelman and Rusty Elmore, the head coaches of the Garden City and Coffeyville men's basketball teams. Of course, that'll be following this one. And just like the girls, Chris, the boys need a win today.
Yeah, that's for sure. I'm excited to see that game. But
first free throw's off. And I think, I think this is a reasonable gripe here from Greg Franklin, where right before Dreesen took that free throw, just random music kind of came out of nowhere. And then obviously she missed the free throw, which if she made the free throw, he wouldn't be complaining. But I think, music comes out of nowhere when you're shooting free throws. I think that's a pretty reasonable gripe. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, just an accidental hitting of the button, if you will.
Ravens lead it by 10, 1 of 2 for Dreesen. This is Karis Washington with the basketball now. Karis still trying to get going here today. Driving, kicking. Ravens trying to get something going here. This is Karis. 10 to shoot here for Coffeyville. Karis attacking the freshman forward. Throws it up. Got it. What a finish from Washington. Freshman on freshman. And I told Coach Turner earlier this week, Chris, as Yancey drives, floater is off. Rebound out of bounds. Raven basketball. I told Tony Turner on our Red Raven Coaches Show, Chris, it feels like Karis Washington, I feel like out of all the freshmen, out of all the talented freshmen in this league, maybe none better at scoring the basketball than Karis Washington.
Yeah, it was definitely on display there.
Kylie Ortiz has the basketball, hands it off to Washington. 4 minutes to go, third quarter, Ravens by a dozen. Karis swings it to Kylie. Kylie Ortiz had 3 threes in that first half, has yet to hit one here in the second half. Lions couldn't control the pass. And it's a steal for Garden City. Up ahead to Yancey. Yancey pull-up jump shot well off. And Natalia Jones boxes out. Ivy Fox moves to the scorer's table. Here comes Tatana. Tatana Woods Blackout. Handoff to Karis Washington. Washington. Spin move. Trying to get some space. And we'll work it to Tatana. Dangerous pass there. Woods Blackout. 10 to shoot. Hands off Kylie. Kylie sets her feet, sends a 3. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound tap to J-Maya Lyons, who couldn't finish inside. And that's about as good of a look as you're going to get. Soraya Conley all the way, can't hit the shot. Both teams trading misses back and forth. 3:05 to go third quarter. Ravens will slow it down. They lead it by 12, 40-28. Kylie Ortiz. Kylie gets a little bit of space, driving inside and a foul. Looks like that'll be on Conley.
Conley going through 3 defenders before that foul was called.
That's what's so, and I think that's the biggest change, Chris. I mean, you could argue defense has been the greatest improvement from Kylie from freshman year to sophomore year, but I think another thing that really has completed her skill set as a player is she's not just a three-point shooter. She can drive and score at the rim.
That's for sure.
Bailey Lehman with the basketball. Lehman in for Kylie. Tatana hands it off to Karis Washington. Ivy Fox also into the game for Jemiah Lyons. Washington hands it off. Fox in trouble, hands it off to Karis. Karis driving, kicking. Tatana, 2 to shoot. Got to get it up. Floater is off. Battle for the rebound and a foul against the Ravens. That'll go against Karis, and I think she knew it. What we thought could end up being a high-scoring game today, Chris, because this is 2 of the top half of the league offenses this year, has really turned into a defensive, who's making less mistakes kind of game. Conley shot well off, and Moultrie had it taken away on the putback. Karis Washington took a hit, but it looks like she's okay. Ivy Fox up ahead. Ivy trying to drive, and what's the call there? Offensive foul.
Offensive, yeah.
The second offensive foul of the afternoon against Ivy Fox. And now the ball goes back to Garden City. Tough second half for each of these teams. Garden's only scored 5 points here in the third quarter. Red Ravens have only scored 6. That'll be a foul against Lehman. So both teams will be in the bonus for the rest of the quarter. And there's a foul against Garden. Foul against Yancey. So we just saw, Chris, 2 fouls without the ball even being inbounded. Something you don't always see.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the last time I saw that. It's been a while.
Like I said, both teams in the bonus for the rest of the third quarter. Here's Tatana, hands it off to Karis Washington. Washington looking for some space. Ivy Fox. Fox hands it off to Tatana. Ravens could use a score. Really, both teams could use a score. Karis Washington spinning, going up, missed the shot, tried to get her own rebound, could not. And going up there is Dreesen, missed the shot there, got her own rebound. Conley, good look in the corner for 3. It's nothing but net. Big shot there for Soraya Conley. Garden City within 9. Natalia Jones has the basketball now for the Ravens. Bailey Lehman. Lehman fakes the shot, now looking for a screen. Bailey swings it right to Natalia Jones. Jones trying to attack. Jones couldn't get the shot she wanted, so hands it off to Karis Washington. Washington, 8 to shoot. This Garden defense very clearly slowing down this Raven offense. Bailey got a good look but couldn't finish. Couple missed opportunities at the rim for the Ravens, and now another shot here for Dreesen. That one is off. Rebound Jones. That could have cut it down to 6. Here come the Ravens. Ivy Fox hands it off to Tatana. And a holding foul there against Soraya Conley. That should send Bailey Lehman to the free throw line.
It's interesting. The Ravens up by 11 at half, and they're still up by 9, despite, the lack of scoring really for both sides, but especially for Coffeyville.
So we'll see Ray Richardson come in. We'll also see Olivia Daya come in. Free throw here for Bailey Lehman. This is the 1-and-1. Excuse me. Forgot. Women's basketball, it's 2 shots.
Kind of like high school. But
she hits the first. You know, Chris, I got to keep track of 2 different rules.
Yes, you do.
I wish they'd just pick one and go with it.
Let's just go with it. Yeah, why not?
Quarters, halves, pick one. 2 free throws for Lehman. Ravens lead at 42-31. Yancey works open a shot. It is off. Rebound collected by Karis Washington. Washington had it poked. It's taken by Dreesen. Dreesen spinning, going up, draws a foul, and 1.
How did that go in?
Sierra Dreesen, the number 3 scorer in the Jayhawk, and that was her finest bucket of the afternoon. She'll have a chance to cut it down to 8 with 22 seconds left in the quarter. That foul on Karis Washington. So Coffeyville, despite the mistakes, despite the sloppiness, has been in control for a majority of this game, but Garden City, credit to them, they're not going away. They're going to make Coffeyville earn this one, but another missed free throw there by the Bronc Busters. Ravens can hold for the final shot if they choose. 15 seconds left in the quarter. Ravens by 9. Ray Richardson guarded by Dreesen. Hands it off to Washington. Karras the drive, got to the baseline and was fouled. And we'll see Karras Washington go to the free throw line with 9.5 to go. That was the third foul against Moultrie. Two shots here for Karras Washington. Ravens trying to get their double-digit lead back as we go to the fourth. First one on its way and off. Karras Washington has been to the free throw line more than any other Raven this season. This is a big one here. And she got it. Ravens by 10. 9 seconds here for Garden. And this is Dreesen. Dreesen gets to the elbow, now kicks it. Conley well downtown, got it. Beat the buzzer. What a shot from Soraya Conley. And Garden City has cut the deficit to 7 as we go to the fourth quarter. Ravens trying to hang on. Garden City will not go quietly into this Saturday night. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the fourth quarter on US 98 and the Red Ravens Sports Network.
Can be you. We can make you workforce ready at one of our technical campuses, be a student athlete, join an honors program or an activity, have a voice with student government, and be involved with student life events. Our school believes in our red and white traditions, providing you with a quality education and preparing you for the next journey in life. Once you experience our campus, you know you've made the right choice. Let us help you make our story your story and become Raven proud.
If you could use a little help around the house, Windsor Place At-Home Care is the perfect solution for you. Their caregivers are prepared to help you with laundry, meals, housekeeping, shopping, and more. These helpful services are so reasonably priced, you can afford to pay for them yourself. In many cases, long-term care insurance or other sources provide assistance with the cost. Home is where the help is. Call Windsor Place At-Home Care, 800-982-1866.
Ravens lead at 43-36 as we go to the fourth quarter. And Chris, I'm Shane Chris Freund alongside with me. And Chris, this Raven team, we've been saying it all afternoon. This has not been a perfect performance. I wouldn't even say this is a good performance. I would say it's been kind of a mediocre performance for this team's standards. But how big were those scores at the end of the quarter for Dreesen and Conley to get this game down to 7? Garden City not going away.
Absolutely, they're not. And, of course, it was 13-7 after 1 for Coffeyville. Garden City outscored Coffeyville 13-9 in that third quarter.
Yancey trying to get some space. Gets a step on Kylie Ortiz. The jump shot no good. Rebound taken by Kylie. Ravens trying to build on this lead. They lead it by 7. 9:39 to go. In game 1 of our doubleheader, we've had a defensive battle between two top 6 teams in this conference. Bailey Lehman swings it to Kylie. Kylie trying to get it down low to Fox. Fox got positioning, laid it in. It should have been an and one. But it is a score. I don't know how you don't call that a foul. She took a hit to the side of the head.
Yeah. I still got her 14th points of the game.
You know, you can't count on the refs to give you a foul, so you just got to finish.
Yeah, that's true.
9:10 to go. Ravens by 9 here at home. Their first home game since before the break. Dreesen. Nice crossover move. And had it poked. Lucky there, Ramos P-Reese in the right area. They work it to Conley, who's been heating up as the game's gone on, but missed that shot. Rebound Ravens. Garden City started the fourth quarter slow. Ravens with a chance to build their lead back up over double digits. Kylie Ortiz, huge shot. Kylie off the rim, no good. Fox on the glass. Look at the effort from Ivy Fox, but couldn't keep it in play. Man. I'll tell you what, even on a play where it ends up it's going to go down as a turnover for Ivy Fox. She has just been locked in from the opening tip, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt. You can just see it on her face. She's dialed in.
We talked before the game as this is Dreesen handing it off to Conley. Now Yancey. Yancey looking for space. Kylie staying in front of her. Soraya Conley hit the 3 at the end of the third quarter. Garden down by 9. Moultrie sends a 3 and missed it. Rebound Lions. And Ramos P-Reese, and that's going to be a foul against Ramos P-Reese, her third foul of the day.
Over the back.
But, Chris, one of the things we talked about in our keys to the game was effort plays. And Who wants it more? That was a theme after the Barton game from Coach Turner. We're at the point of the season. Everybody's good. Who wants it the most? I'll tell you who wants it today, Ivy Fox.
Ivy Fox definitely wants this, that's for sure.
Inbounds goes to Tatana. Tatana guarded closely by Dreesen. Tatana gets a screen, gets across half court. Hands it off to Bailey Lehman. Lehman gets some space, finds Kylie. Kylie. Ravens by 9, under 8 to go. Kylie Ortiz, we're waiting for that big shot from Kylie or Bailey. You know, you feel it coming. Lehman with it on the right wing, 8 to shoot. Lehman, Kylie Ortiz fakes the shot. It's a crossover move, trying to get it down low to Fox, that pass high. In a game like this, Chris, where the Ravens have held on to about a 3-score lead for most of the game, but Garden City hasn't gone away. We're just waiting for that big shot from Kylie or Bailey that's really like the backbreaker here as we move into the final 5 minutes.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I can guarantee this place is going to come unglued when it happens.
7:38 to go. Dreesen hands it off to Yancey. Yancey to Moultrie. Moultrie had a lot of space. I'm surprised she didn't take that shot. But it's a drive for Conley. Lost the basketball. Here comes Tatana. One-on-one and now slows it down. Hands off Lehman. Raven basketball, 7:22 to go. They lead at 45-36. It has been an ugly defensive battle, but it's a game you got to win. Ravens trying to make plays down the stretch. Ivy Fox, what a game she's had, and she goes up and scores it again. 16 for Fox, her best game as a Raven. Dreesen thought about the shot, doesn't take it. We go under 7 to go. Soraya Conley hands it off to Yancey. Yancey finds Dreesen, corner 3, and got the bounce. That's a shooter's bounce if I've ever seen one. Off the back rim and drops in, almost like the Kawhi Leonard shot in the Eastern Conference Finals from a few years back. Ravens lead at 47-39. After the Dreesen 3, Ravens looking for an answer. Bailey Lehman gets a screen from Fox. Lehman attacks, hands off Kylie. Kylie gets a big screen. Kylie fakes the shot. Lehman, 12 to shoot. Ivy Fox has been the top player for the Ravens all day. Attacks again, missed the shot. Lyons on the glass, goes up and draws the 4th foul on Ramos Pires. And Chris, I said it in a game earlier this year when they played Cali and Anna Persishlak had 4 fouls. It feels like we're in the same story here. If Ramos Pires fouls out, that might be the backbreaker.
Yeah.
They need her on the floor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. She's done well, but all 4 fouls have come in this basically quarter and a half.
Raven basketball was not a shooting foul, so it will be an inbounds play here. And something to keep an eye on in a close game down the stretch. 2 team fouls against Garden, so the Ravens 3 fouls away from getting free throws the rest of the way. Kylie Ortiz backs it up, 15 to shoot. Kylie trying to get it to Fox. Fox gets positioning, throws it up, it rimmed out. Lyons got a hand on it, but it's taken by Ramos Pires. Tony wanted a foul. Nice move by Dreesen, but missed the shot. Battle for the loose ball, and Jamiah Lyons got a hand on it. Dreesen got a hand on it, and finally called a jump ball, Red Raven basketball. How did Dreesen miss that shot? She did everything right. Had a floater in the lane, and man, in an 8-point game with 6 to go, Chris, that feels like one of those shots that we could be sitting back, or we could be looking back on here in about 15 minutes and going, that was such a key miss.
Yeah, game changer, that's for sure.
Fox coming the other way, kicks to Lehman. Lehman gets to the baseline, and a foul called against Conley. That's her 4th. So 2 key Garden City players have 4 fouls. Excuse me, that's her 3rd. But 2 key Garden City players have 3 and 4 as we move down the home stretch. This Garden City team does not have a lot of depth. And by not a lot of depth, I mean they have 3 extra players that aren't on the floor right now. Kylie Ortiz, hands off Ivy Fox. Fox trying to get it to Lyons. Lyons trying to keep it alive, but throws it right to Dreesen. Dreesen coming with numbers and can't hit the layup again. Out of bounds, Red Raven basketball. Chris, if they finish those 2 shots in these last 3 possessions, it's a 4-point game.
Yeah, Dreesen has 8 points, really should have 12. It's amazing.
Just really crucial misses that a top 5 scorer in this league, you wouldn't expect her to miss those shots. 5:27 to go. Lady Raven basketball, they lead it by 8. Trying to hit some shots down the stretch to put this Garden City team away. Ray Richardson hands it off to Kylie Ortiz. Double team comes. Kylie gets it to Ray. Ray the kick. Big shot Bailey. Winds it up and missed it off the rim. That would have been a big one. Wouldn't have ended it, but would have been a big one. Garden City down by 8. Dreesen thought about the 3, doesn't take it. Now tries to cross over Ray Richardson. Throws it up and turned it over. And as we move deeper and deeper into this game, we're going to hit a media timeout. But, Chris, it feels like Sierra Dreesen starting to maybe try to do too much on offense.
Yeah, that might have been forced a little bit.
Media timeout, our final of game 1. Ravens by 8, trying to hang on for dear life. We're back in 60 seconds on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Update your flooring with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton in Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
This is Meat Mountain, and up there on the summit awaits the all-new Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl from Taco Mayo. A heaping bowl filled with Mexican favorites and literally erupting with filet mignon. The Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl can be yours if you make it past Chuck Steak Canyon and the deadly sirloin abyss. Filet mignon beckons, my friend, on the meaty, mighty pinnacle of beefdom.
Lady Ravens by 8, 4:59 to go. 47-39. I'm Shane Neal, Chris Freund alongside with me. Chris, we've talked about this stretch of games numerous times. Barton Cougars, Garden City Broncbusters, Dodge City Conquistadors, Hutchinson Blue Dragons, 4 of the 6 best teams in this league. You need to find a way to win these games. Ravens will try to hang on, but that's a sloppy turnover on the inbounds pass. Yancey. The pass to Dreesen. 4:45 to go. Ravens have scored just 13 points in the second half. Yancey. The kick. Good look for Moultrie. It's strong. Rebound Ray Richardson. Lehman sets the feet. Fires a 3. And left it short. Another quick possession. And that's another turnover by Garden City. This has been a sloppy game of basketball, Chris, to say the least. And it really doesn't feel like, it feels like the story of this fourth quarter, Coffeyville's giving Garden City chances to come back in this game, and Garden City just hasn't capitalized on them.
Yeah, they're definitely not taking advantage of it, especially, 2 missed layups that would have cut 4 points off of this.
We could be looking at a 1-score game right now.
Yeah, we really could.
Natalia Jones gets inside, throws it up, and a late foul, and that's going to be the end of the day for Ramos Pires. It'll be interesting to see. They're going to go to the freshman Opal Hardy, who's the only other player on this team above 6 foot, but she does not play a lot. And she's going to be asked to do a lot here down the stretch trying to defend Ivy Fox and J. Maya Lyons.
If I remember correctly, she averages about 12 minutes per game. A crucial 4:09 for her here.
Natalia Jones at the free throw line. First one rims out. Free throws become important in a game like this. Still one more shot here for Natalia, trying to make it a 9-point lead. On its way and can't get it. Another empty possession for the Lady Ravens. They lead it by 8. We go under 4 to play. Garden City, do they have one final push in them trying to steal a road win? Dreesen, Conley winds up for 3, in and out. Natalia Jones, that was a good look, and it nearly went down. Ray Richardson crosses half court, guarded by the much larger Opal Hardy. The drive, Richardson's pass deflected, but they say off of Garden. That had to. The ball doesn't. That's just physics right there, Chris. I don't know how the ball went out of bounds without being deflected there, but
exactly.
3.5 to play. Ravens by 8. Both of these teams almost playing like they don't want it. Making mistakes down the stretch. Dreesen hands it off to Opal Hardy. They work it to Conley. 3:20 to go. 10 to shoot here for the Broncbusters. Moultrie, free throw line jumper. Got it. And it's a 6-point game. Ravens need that big shot. They've only scored 13 points in the second half. Huge screen from Ivy Fox. Lehman, Fox winds up for 3, and a little bit strong on that one. Let's go under 3 to play. A chance for Garden City to cut it down to 3 or 4. Moultrie, Yancey, extra pass. Dreesen for 3, short. And the battle for the rebound, last touched by, looks like off of Lehman. It will stay with Garden City with 2:51 to go.
It's almost like the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
I feel like Kansas State wanted to win the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Moultrie hands it off. Soraya Conley. Conley the drive, the floater, no good. And an offensive foul. Tatana takes the charge. And that's Conley's 4th.
Yeah, Tatana, she didn't move an inch with that drive is going right towards her. Great job of taking that charge.
2:46 to go. Ravens basketball. They lead it by 6. And Chris, this is the point of the game where you need one of your stars to hit a big shot. You've struggled all second half. You can still get out of here with a win, but you need a star to hit a shot. Tatana down low to Ivy. Ivy goes up and missed the shot. Pass inside and couldn't get it to Moultrie. That would have been another easy score for Garden that wasn't there. Man, has Garden missed some key opportunities down the stretch. Kylie spinning, throws it up, and one! Kylie Ortiz! You needed a star to make a shot. There's your star, there's your shot. And could that be just enough for the Ravens?
Got to see where this free throw goes, but goodness, to get it back up to 8, maybe 9.
I am not going to say what Kylie Ortiz's free throw percentage is until after she takes it, because I'm not going to be held responsible. There we go. She's a 93% free throw shooter.
Yeah, no doubt.
I wasn't going to be the one held responsible for that.
No announcer's jinx on that one.
Ravens by 9, 2 minutes to go. Trying to hang on for dear life in what has been an ugly, ugly game. Yancey, drive, and a foul on the floor. That's just the first foul against the Ravens in the fourth quarter, so it will not be free throws. Fouls against Kylie Ortiz, her first. Minute 52 to go. Inbounds play. They get it to Moultrie. Moultrie hands it off to Yancey. Yancey gets a step. Yancey with a floater, missed the shot. Rebound Fox. Key stop for the Raven defense. Ivy. Can they get across half court? They've got 4 seconds. Kylie Ortiz, you got to go. They do. Minute 35 to go. A score here could be the dagger. Kylie all the way. Deflected out of bounds. It will stay with the Ravens. Minute 32 to go. Huge and one for Kylie Ortiz on the last possession. Puts the Ravens up 9. And they may just be one score away from sealing what would be a massive home win to get back on track. Tatana looking for an inbounds. And they will try to inbound it there. And what's the call?
Timeout.
Tony Turner called the timeout. We'll stay here. I'm excited to talk to Coach Turner after the game, Chris, because I think he's going to be pretty upset with how this game went. But a win's going to make it a lot easier to swallow.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to hear what he has to say because, I mean, it is going to be a W in the column, but goodness. Just a sloppy, ugly game for both teams. Can you imagine being Garden, coming here, playing like this, and then having to drive back home with an L? I mean, we'll see what happens in 92 seconds.
And there's also snow back home.
That's true. That is true. I mean, they have been here an extra day because they didn't want to get caught in snow. So it'll be interesting to see how that drive home goes, especially.
For all you Jayhawk fans, Kansas survives. They beat TCU 83-81.
Wow.
At Allen Fieldhouse. That TCU team is legit.
Definitely a legit win, not only for the Jayhawks, but a good showing for TCU. Wow.
92 seconds remain. Red Ravens lead it by 9. They have the basketball here. Looking to put this one away.
Looking to survive. I mean, really. Both teams is looking for the win, but one team is just going to be able to survive this one to move on to the next one.
Yeah, no kidding. I think both coaches would tell you that whoever wins this game didn't really win this game. They just didn't lose.
Yeah.
I think both of these teams would tell you they should have played a lot better.
Right.
Inbounds pass here. Woods Blackout. Got to get it in. They get it to Kylie. Kylie sends it and got it! Back-to-back 3-point possessions for Kai-3 Ortiz. And did Kylie put it out of reach? That shot by Yancey is good with 1:08 to go. Ravens get it in quickly. Don't allow Garden to trap. Let's go under a minute to play. Ravens 53, Garden 43. Tatana hands off Lehman. Lehman, huge screen. And Conley a little slow getting up. And they stop play with an injury as Conley took a hit.
Yeah.
54 seconds to play, and they're going to get Soraya Conley out of the game. In comes Carly Lang. It's so dangerous when you're coming around those screens, Chris, and you're trying to, run over them, and your leg gets caught on their leg, and that hurts.
Yeah, no doubt.
She's getting some help off the floor, and we hope she's okay. This Garden City team doesn't have a lot of depth, but let me tell you, they are talented. And, of course, this is not the way you want to see a team get taken out of the conference championship race.
No, that's for sure. That is for sure.
So Ramos P. Reese has fouled out. Soraya Conley is injured, which means that they're running out of options here for Garden in terms of players on the floor. 50 seconds left. Lehman splits a double team. Lehman plants the feet, kicks it to Tatana. 7 to shoot. Trying to burn as much clock as they can. Lehman driving. Lehman goes up and a blocking foul against Lang. Bailey will go to the free throw line with 42 seconds to go. That's a great attack by Bailey Lehman.
Yeah, it was.
We said it about Kylie earlier, Chris. Same thing for Bailey. These are some of the best shooters in the league, but they're not just shooters. They're scorers, man. They can get into the paint. They can finish at the rim. Kylie Ortiz, Bailey Lehman, I think the best part of their game this season is they can score at all 3 levels.
Yeah, no doubt.
Lehman's first free throw was good. Second one in and out, but it's going to burn some precious seconds for Garden. 37 seconds to go. They're down by 11. Dreesen gets to the right wing. Dreesen burning precious clock. Opal Hardy, you have to get a shot up here. You're down 11. Dreesen spinning. They finally shoot and get it, but they just burned 15 seconds. And now we go under 20 seconds to go. Raven basketball, they're up by 9. Tatana gets across half court, and are they going to back off? Tatana dribbling down to 7 seconds, and it looks like that's how this one ends. Pass to Kylie. Ravens survive at Nellis Hall. They win it 54-45. It was not pretty. It was by about the furthest thing from perfect, but it is a W. The Ravens go to 6-2 in the conference and tie, for the moment, Dodge City and Barton for 3rd place in the league.
A win is a win, but goodness gracious, I can't wait.
A win is a win, but yeah, I was going to say.
Can't wait to hear what the coach has to say here in a few minutes.
Catch your breath and move off of it. I'll tell you what, Chris, with Dodge City and Hutchinson coming up on the schedule, Coach Turner will be the first to tell us the way they played today, that's not going to fly against these next 2 opponents.
No, that is for sure. And, I'm just, as we get ready, we're going to look over the stats and stuff like that.
This is the perfect game to sum up the motto of March Madness, Chris. Survive and advance.
Exactly.
They survived, they're going to advance and move on.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Ravens win it 54-45 over Garden City. They make just enough plays down the stretch. Let's step away for 3 minutes. Red Raven postgame show coming up next on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Motorcycle, or even a boat. Do you rent or own your own home? If you have any of these, call NDB in Coffeyville and then relax. NDB can protect your assets and save you money. They represent numerous insurance companies so that they can help you find the right insurance at the right price for you. NDB at 812 West 11th in Coffeyville. Call Ben Vietz at 620-251-1970 and relax.
At CRMC Medical Group.